Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, here I am with another video of Uncharted 4 is one of the most beautiful video games that people will ever play, of course. After many delays, one of the most anticipated titles of basically 2016 will now be released. Of 2016 will finally be released to the public. Uncharted 4 released to the public. So people have been playing the game and Uncharted 4 for the last several days. As a fan pretty much of the series, Uncharted series, can safely say fans will not be disappointed. My fully review of the game will drop later this week, and you'll get probably mostly likely get the gist of where I'm going with this pretty much. So, like the rest of the Uncharted series, Uncharted 4 is made by Naughty Dog, of course. None other, one of the finest developing games up to date, and that will be mostly anticipated for the month for the year of 2016. The company, it is the best business at cinematic style video games, as we already know. From very first games in 2007, the Uncharted series has always been about strong character development, excellent visuals, and putting gameplay out of Hollywood action movie. Here's what Uncharted 4 is all about. Even if you're completely new to the franchise, you're willing to fall in love with it. Set after the events of Uncharted 3, your character Nathan Drake is now retired from the fortune hunter business, of course. He is now married to Elena Fisher, a journalist who has been Drake's love interest since the first Uncharted game. And with that being, of course, Drake's life finally seems to have calmed down after all, after going on such adventures and looking for treasure that he probably was, after looking for treasures that he was able to find, someone she was not able to find. We ran into enemies such as Talbot and many others along the way that wanted the ring around his neck. And in some of the pictures, if you notice, he's not seeing with that ring anymore around his neck. So that is until Drake's older brother, Sam, comes into the picture. So remember that trailer that they showed when Nathan Drake was actually in some other country, and he said, "Oh, I thought you were going on a business trip, or like on a business work trip." That was Elena Fisher's words. Apparently, it seems that his older brother, Sam, comes along and drags him into this entire mess in the first place. What that means is that maybe perhaps that trailer that shows where Elena Fisher gets angry at Nathan Drake, perhaps that is his fault at all. Maybe it was his older brother's fault for getting him in trouble with his wife in the first place. So basically, once believed dead, Sam shows up at Drake's doorstep asking for help. And of course, as you learn in Uncharted 4, Nathan and his older brother Sam have been fortune hunters since they were kids, obviously. Which, in other words, pretty much sets the backdrop for what's about to happen. So the plot of Uncharted 4 revolves around Nathan and Sam seeking out long-last treasures owned by a legendary pirate from the 1600s, ladies and gentlemen. And also, to add to that, thanks to Sam, Drake gets back into his old treasure hunting ways, exploring caves, ancient temples, sprawling jungles, and of course, anywhere where Nathan Drake can pretty much reach and pretty much traverse, he's gonna be there. You could pretty much bet on that. And anywhere to vast deserts and savannas as well. So, and even under the water, believe it or not, under sea, some swimming, yeah. So besides Sam, Nathan is also accompanied by his longtime mentor and fellow treasure hunter Victor Sullivan, aka Sully, as we know him very well. So that Sully, the wily veteran, has been in very Uncharted games ever since. And he's been basically accompanying Nathan Drake in his adventures and giving him wise choices and giving him choices overall in his life. Like, when is he going to stop being a hunter? When is he going to settle down? Questions such as these. In which case sometimes can really, put Nathan Drake in a very uncomfortable situation. There are lots of new characters to encounter, but don't be fooled by their nice attire. These guys are after the same treasure that Nathan Drake is after. After all, we have seen this before. We have Talbot, we have a few other enemies that we have seen in the game that have been after the same treasure Nathan Drake has been after, and they've all fought over for it, but all those who actually fought him always lost, obviously. See that woman? See, you're going to meet a woman in a series. That woman doesn't seem so friendly now, does she? So eventually, Nathan will have to fight a woman in the game. And based from what I've seen so far, she's a very skillful fighter. And probably going to be one part where Nathan Drake's actually struggling against this girl. Nathan's really getting his butt handed to him here, of course. Basically, if you want to see these pictures, you can go to TechNissider.io, where basically you can find these pictures as well. But Nathan really does struggle in this, and then basically in this particular part of the game because she's fighting this woman, and she seems to be very good at what she does. Obviously, fighting back. Okay, and then of course, at the end of the day, he gets pummeled by that woman, which is the running theme. He gets pretty much beat up by that woman over and over and over and over and over again. But there's probably gonna be a point where he's going to win. But apparently he's not probably gonna like beat her up or anything. He's not gonna tie her to like a post or something as the temple collapse. The worst he can do really. But there are also other darker enemies you face during your travel. So basically this woman, she's not the worst news to Nathan Drake. There are other people darker that you meet throughout the series, and these are the people who put you in a very tough situation. So let's see. And there's also this guy named John McAfee. He's one of those dark characters you need to watch out for. There are a ton of mysteries to explore in Uncharted 4. That's the bottom line here. And you get to know the game, especially if you're new to the series, as you go on. The character and the story are important, but in my opinion, Uncharted 4 is one of the most visually stunning games I have ever played based on my experience. You know, it's one of those stunning games I've played before. Although I played other games that probably have better backstories than Uncharted 4, but Uncharted 4 obviously a very visualized based game, and you know, graphic wise, story adventure wise, has very strong stances as to giving their fans what they want and what they want to hear, want to see from Nathan Drake overall. So character model looks extremely realistic even in motion. So basically, as you can tell, video game has transformed over the years. They don't look pixelated, it doesn't look fake or anything. It actually looks like real motion picture because it is, right? We're talking about real actors here. And you can see the skin texture perfectly, like as if though you're looking at the person right in front of you and you're having a conversation with them standing right in front of you. So that's how long video games have come far in the graphics world, from pixels to basically from 60 frames per second running 1080p, you know, which is freaking awesome, by the way, because everything that you feel that connection even more so. Naughty Dog is one of the best when it comes to intimate storytelling and attention to detail, as we can tell from Watch Dogs and many other games that Naughty Dogs have created. They have this very specific way of creating that intimate connection between characters that other companies do not have experience with. Even the hand models look extraordinary, to be honest with you, because I played the game already. The hand models are extraordinary. You see my hand that's right here in this video like this? That's how it looks like, exactly like that. So technically it looks very real. All the environmental look quite stunning. At several points in the game, you'll be treated to grand vistas, such as mountains, of view the Saharan, of savannas, of deserts from a very high point. You're gonna be treated to grand vistas, but it is easy to capture a screenshot as well, and perhaps you could use it as a background when you capture an awesome moment in the game, of course. And let's not forget the ocean. Naughty Dog says Uncharted 4 is the biggest and most ambitious Uncharted game yet, and that's saying something considering the scale of the previous game, of course. And we know what the previous game looked like. It was awesome. It looked great. And this one is actually top that off. It's gonna set the bar higher. When you add realistic looking characters to the gorgeous environments, it really makes Uncharted 4 feel like a Hollywood movie. And this pretty much puts you in that situation. You can lay back, watch them talk. Watch Nathan Drake talk with his brother Sam, of course, which has been gone for a long time. It's a rare game where you'll continually stop what you're doing just to look around. So you're gonna have quiet moments, you're gonna have a chance to stop and look around without getting attacked, obviously. You can, of course, and you can fully explore Uncharted 4 when it finally launches on PlayStation 4 on May 10th, next week, Tuesday. If you want more Uncharted 4, check out the trailer in YouTube. It's called Uncharted 4: A Thief's End story trailer. Available for PS4 only. Uncharted: A Thief's End. Of course, a PS4 exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. and have a great day. And don't forget to check out that trailer today.